it. The Jews didn't like it. They knew not the time of their visitation. They missed what God was doing. They missed the new thing that God was doing in the earth. He was bringing a new age of grace. He was ushering in a time when anybody could come and be saved, regardless of whether they were rich or poor or black or white or Baptist or Presbyterian. If they're truly saved, then they're going to heaven. And you and I are at the time we need to recognize that. Are y'all with me this morning? I'm not going to eat anything common or unclean. And here's what the Lord said to him. He said, Simon Peter, he said, what I have cleansed, don't you call common or unclean. You and I don't understand all the mysteries. And there's a lot of things going on out there and being taught and said that is not of God. You ought to try the spirits to see if they are of God. But the church is just about as divided as I have ever seen it in almost 30 years of ministry. The priority is not heaven anymore. The cross is a boring message anymore. And Christians will do anything on Sunday to keep from going to church. We need a revival in this land. God's going to get us together, church. And He's going to do whatever He has to do that. Now, He's probably not going to get us all together 100% here. He's going to get us together over there. When we get over there, it's not going to be the church of God in the highest state and this one in the lowest. It's not going to be that way. We're going to leave all this stuff down here and we're going to be with the Lord. And it's going to be the blood of the Lamb that we're going to honor to get into the pearly gates. God's doing a new thing and I don't fully understand it. I do believe that there is a growing number of people, despite the falling away and all the religious opinions, I believe there's a growing number of people that are sensing, and if you do not see it now, you just remember the words I said, because if the Lord tarries, you will someday. There's a growing number of Christians, and there's a growing number of good denominational leaders of different organizations, good Christian organizations, more than one. And they are searching for the answers, and things are facing them they have never seen before. In almost every major Christian denomination, there's problems and there's troubles, and the leaders of our organizations, they're on their knees and they're pleading and they're begging God for the answers, and it seems like that we're losing ground every year that comes and goes. There's troubles. We're struggling. We're trying to defeat the devil because of this church or that church. We're trying to do it ourselves and leave the other ones out. Paul said that's not the way the body works. He said, do you not know that the hand and the foot, they have need of each other? It's not just a hand. It's not just this little local church. It's all the churches that are true churches. He said we have need one of another. When are we going to lay down our axes and hatchets and our critical spirits between one another and pull together for the common cause and fight the devil? When are we going to do that? Did you know if the churches of Jesus Christ, we would pull together in a spirit of love? I'm not saying not every eye and teeth the same, but if we would start loving one another and realize we've got the greatest war on our hands just ahead of us, not behind us, but just ahead of us. If the church of Jesus Christ could realize and understand where we are in time, and the first of the 9 fruits of the Spirit would fall upon the church, I want to tell you, the devils would begin to lose ground, and we'd see victories that the church needs desperately to see in this hour. I feel something here. If we could have a spirit of unity in the Spirit about us, love one for another. Whatever happened to the old Brush Harbor days? Those folks are dead and gone, most of them. Even the Baptists and the Methodists and the churches of God, they could come together and worship the Lord, and it wouldn't glory to the church. It wouldn't have better than you. This was the day when they come together and they laid down the things that they were fighting one another with, and they pulled together for a common cause. I was in a meeting several years ago. Y'all didn't think I was going to go this way.